right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whichever time zone you're listening in. My name is Jason Scott.
And David Reagan.
And we're your hosts. And we want to welcome you to Paranormal 411.
Welcome. Hey, if you're wanting to come visit with us a little bit, you can do that on paranormal411.org. You can sign up, become a member. It's free. You could also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Paranormal 411. Join us.
Oh yeah, join us. So how you doing, David?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Jason?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Looks like it's another short show tonight.
Woo-woo.
We're going to be talking about some UFOs.
Heck yeah.
Or some UAPs. What do you think?
I think UFO says it right.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
Call me old timey.
Old timey. We're going to be talking about something that happened over 20 years ago. Just put it that way. All right?
Yes.
And it's still a mystery.
This topic tonight is awesome.
It's still a mystery today. So,
yes.
But first, we got to do a little advertising, right?
Ching. Got to keep the lights on.
Got to keep the lights going, so you're going to have to give us just a few minutes to get this out of the way, right?
That's right. Then we'll get to the show, right?
Yeah, the show. So how's the weather out there? Cold?
Yeah, it's 27 degrees. Oh, I started talking about it. It just went down. It's 26 degrees outside. So. I'm in New Mexico.
New Mexico. You next to Roswell?
No.
No.
I'm up off of 40, so I'm pretty good a little ways away.
Well, it's pretty cold here. 44 degrees and dropping. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to jump right into the Phoenix Lights. Huh?
Oh, yeah. It's a good topic.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
In a world on the edge of oblivion, go to paranormal411.org for all of your paranormal, extraterrestrial, and cryptid needs.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal411. Join us on the website at paranormal411.org. It's free to sign up and become a member. All of our upcoming shows are on the guest and events page. You can also listen to past shows on the website as well. And if you like the show and want to support us, you can do that by becoming a premium member for only $2 a month. Thanks for listening to Paranormal 411. Join us.
Hey, this is Eddie from Legends and Lore Pizzeria, and I listen to Paranormal 411. Love y'all and keep it squatchy.
I woke up this morning, lit a cigarette, my head still spinning with all your regrets. I should have known all along it was gonna end up like this. You've been calling all night on the telephone, I wish you would just leave me the hell alone. There's so many things about you, baby, I don't think I'm gonna miss. Oh, but I know
That was a good little quick break, right?
That was.
Who do we want to thank?
We want to thank Catalyst, East Tennessee, our friend Jeff Reagan and band Catalyst for allowing us to use their music.
Oh, yeah. They are awesome.
Yes, they are.
So, we also want to, you heard Eddie on the commercial break. You want to tell them about Eddie?
Yes, our good friend Eddie at Legends and Lore Pizzeria in Madisonville, Tennessee. Voted best pizza in Monroe County, right, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
And also the second or third best sandwich in Monroe County, too.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that those other people were skewed. I think he's got the best sandwich, too. And but he has some really good pizzas. And it's really cool because it's a cryptid-themed, pizzeria. So you go in there, you get to see Dogman and Bigfoot and all kinds of stuff. Eddie's even got pictures of when he had done some ghost investigations and stuff up on the walls and stuff. So you could definitely ask him and pick his brain about some stuff if you have any questions. And he's definitely got awesome stories. But, it don't detract away from the food because it's excellent.
Oh, yeah, it is. Especially their wings.
Their wings are so huge.
They are.
They make all the other wings when you go somewhere look like little baby wings, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like, that is not a wing. This is a wing.
Wings on steroids.
That's it. They was making those little chicks lift some weights or something.
So, right off the top of your head, what do you know about the Phoenix Lights, David?
I remember that the objects that they seen were huge. Some people even say maybe like mothership, like they were over a mile wide. Tons of people saw them. Thousands upon thousands of people saw them. Yeah. And I know that the governor at the time came out with a press conference and made fun of it. But then once he wasn't the governor no more, actually started looking into it because the more he looked into it, the more he thought that it was, there was definitely something up. I know that the Air Force tried to say some BS about flares and stuff. And then a few years later, they actually did some exercise where they dropped the flares. And the people were like, nope. They blew this way and that way in the wind and dropped at different levels. And they're like, no, these things were solid in one place, moving across the sky. I remember that it was a very, very, very fascinating thing that happened.
Yeah, I mean, some of the witnesses even said that they seen a huge triangular shaped.
Yes.
If it's a flare, it's not going to have a mass,
Exactly. Yeah, they said when it was going across the sky, it was blotting, it blot out the stars behind it.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's not a flare.
Well, this happened in March of 1997, so it's been quite a few years ago, but they still haven't determined what it was. I mean, as far as people like me and you. But
yeah,
I remember the governor saying, or they had this press conference, and they had a guy come out like an alien, right?
Yeah, and in the big alien suit.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, he was making fun of it.
But you know why they did that? I think it was because they knew that it was something, and they knew that everybody else knew it was something.
Right.
And they were trying to, just make a big joke out of it.
They definitely did that.
So, the Phoenix Lights, it was widely cited. I mean, it was even in the Mexican state of Sonora. They had witnesses and reports because
Wow.
it's about a 300-mile range. It was Arizona.
That's not flares either, is it?
No, Arizona, Nevada, and the Mexican state of Sonora on March 13th, 1997. Lights of varying descriptions were seen by thousands of people. Thousands.
Mm-hmm.
So this was from the Nevada line through the city of Phoenix to the edge of Tucson. And there were two distinct events involved in the incident. A triangular formation of lights seen to pass over the state, and a series of stationary lights seen in Phoenix. And so we, the Air Force, the United States Air Force, identified the second group of lights as flares, like you said.
Yeah.
They said they dropped some flares on Goldwater Range in Arizona. But some witnesses claim they seen a huge triangle-shaped UFO containing lights or possibly, the engines of this craft emitting bright lights. And the governor he was one of the witnesses.
Yeah. And he was one of the biggest, at that time, people trying to shush it up,
Yeah, he said it was otherworldly, and then all of a sudden he changed his tune. Right?
Mm-hmm. Men in Black come to him and said, hey, look.
So some reports. I'm going to read a few reports, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm getting my information from educatinghumanity.com. So if anybody wants to go look it up, they can. This report states that about 6:65 p.m., a man reported seeing a V-shaped object above Henderson, Nevada. He said it was about the size of a 747, and it sounded like rushing wind, and it had 6 lights on the front edge, and the lights I guess traversed northwest to the southeast, so they was like blinking, I guess, or moving across or something.
Oh.
So that's one report. Another report, an unidentified police officer from Arizona said that he said that he was leaving his house about 8 o'clock, and as he was driving north, he allegedly saw a cluster of red or orange lights in the sky, and 4 lights together, and the 5th light was trailing them. So each of all these individual lights in the formation appeared to the witness to consist of 2-point sources, like it was pointing 2 ways.
Oh.
It's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
So, I don't know.
What do you think, Jason?
Well, I was coming to your house last Saturday. Was going to do a show. No, yeah. Was it Friday or Saturday? It was Friday.
Yep, Friday. because that was our last Friday show. We will be doing Saturday shows from now on. Probably.
Yeah.
For a little bit anyway.
And this light I seen, it was huge. It wasn't no airplane. I mean, this was the brightest, biggest, huge light. And it wasn't blinking. There was no blinking lights. It was orangish red. And I don't know of any airplanes or helicopters that have that kind of light.
No.
That look that bright. I mean, I actually thought it was one of those lights on a tower or something.
Wow.
But it was moving, but it was descending. So I don't know exactly where it was going, but I swear I seen a UFO. I hope I did. I hope I did. I tried to get the camera out, but it was too late. It done went behind some trees. So it just reminded me when it was talking about orange and red lights, you know, because it looks like what I seen.
Yeah. Wow.
Tell us about any UFOs you've seen.
You know, before we started the show, I told you about one that I think I saw yesterday. And
you know, you got a good location out there to look up.
Yes. When I get out west out here in Arizona, New Mexico, and all out through here, man, I'm sitting with my face in the window looking around all the time. Because I'm like, there's got to be something going on. I know there is, you know.
Yeah.
And yesterday, you know, I was going to Phoenix and to drop off, and I was going up towards Flagstaff, and I still had probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or so before I got to Flagstaff. And over a mountain that's up in front of you, there was just this, it looked like a star that you could see in the daytime. Is what it looked like. But it was really bright. And it looked like it was kind of high up, but not, you know, like stratosphere high. But it was over that mountain. It was stationary, staying in one position. And it got bright. And when it got bright, I was like, oh, that's not a star, you know, because I was pretty fixed on it. And then it went dim back down to how it was. And then it kind of almost blinked, and then it just wasn't there no more. And I was like, wow, that's pretty fantastic.
It is. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So do you think
you know, I was just thinking, I bet you the dash cam caught that.
Hey, there you go. I need
Might
to
have
get
to
me a
look at
dash
that.
cam.
Yeah.
So do
What
you
was you gonna
think
say, Jason?
they covered it up, or?
Well, I think that they attempted to. That's why they were saying flares and stuff like that. But I mean, just like anything else that the U.S. Air Force tries to do, you know, they give the stupidest. I guess they think people are just completely idiots or something. They give the stupidest explanations for something that, you know, I mean, they would have been better off just saying, hey, we've got an experimental craft that was flying through there, and that's what you saw. I mean, they'd be better off doing that than saying flares, you know.
Yeah. Well, the conclusion of the Phoenix Lights, the Phoenix City, a Phoenix City councilwoman launched an investigation into the event. And she interviewed over 700 witnesses. 700. And the government
Wow.
never interviewed not even one. So, why would they not interview anybody? Because they knew what it was.
Oh, absolutely, they knew what it. In the airspace, they knew what it was because there's all kinds of major airports. I mean, New Mexico and stuff is right around the area. Vegas, on the outskirts of Vegas is Area 51, and all of that stuff. You can't tell me that when something's that close into their airspace that Nellis Air Force Base and all those places aren't going to already know what it is.
Right.
They knew what it was, but they knew better than to scramble jets for it too, I guess, right?
Yeah. Do you remember?
And for me, go ahead.
Do you remember the governor's name?
I do not.
Oh man, what was his name? Shoot, I don't know. Anyway, in 2007, I think the governor was interviewed by somebody in Arizona. This was 10 years later. And he said that, this is his quote words, in quote, "I'm a pilot and I know just about every machine that flies. It was bigger than anything that I've ever seen. And other people saw it. Responsible people saw it. So he don't know, he said it was enormous and inexplicable. Who knows where it came from? A lot of people saw it and I saw it too." So, I mean, he changes his mind too later on.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually started looking into it.
Yep.
Yeah, he started actually looking into it.
He said it
Starting to
wasn't.
look it up.
He said it wasn't, high enough altitude for it to be flares. And flares don't fly in a formation.
Right.
So this was 10 years later. He came out and said all this. Said he was a responsible person. And he also pointed out that he was the governor of Arizona at the time, not just some ordinary civilian. So he knew.
Wow. Well, did you know that Kurt Russell saw those lights?
Did he?
The actor.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's also a pilot.
Yeah.
And he was flying out of Phoenix or into Phoenix. I don't remember exactly how the story goes, but he told the story himself. But he actually radioed it in about, things flying up there and everything. And he heard it across the news that an unidentified, and then they said the aircraft, said whatever. And then he actually called them up. Hey, that's me. I'm the one who did that. But Kurt Russell actually saw it too while he was flying. And there was a few commercial pilots that actually saw, whatever it was that was going on.
Yeah. I just looked it up, and I got his direct words, if you want me to say them.
Yes.
Says he was flying his son Oliver to go see his girlfriend, and they were on approach to the airport, and he said he saw 6 lights over the airport in a absolute uniform V shape. And his son said to him, and his son said to him, I was just looking at him. I guess he cursed or something. I was coming in. We're maybe a half a mile out, and Oliver said, Pa, what are those lights? Then I kind of came out of my state of shock, I guess, and he said, I don't know what they are. He said, are we okay here? And I said, yeah, I'm going to call it in. And he reported it.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. But see, that just lends to more credibility, right?
Yeah.
If anybody's going to have anything to lose, it's going to be an actor talking about seeing a UFO and them not being on acid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I wonder if I can play this clip, him talking about it.
Probably could.
Let's see. I may not can. My internet may not let me.
Oh.
No, I ain't gonna be able to. Well, maybe. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, that was out of his own mouth right there.
That's it. Yep. I'm glad I remembered that story. But But yeah, I mean, he, you know, he's seen it.
He saw it.
So,
Well, folks, there's our little show on the Phoenix Lights. Wasn't too bad.
yeah, no, that was a really good show.
Remember, Saturday instead of Friday, we'll be having a show.
Yes.
Right?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's going to be.
Who we're going to have on?
We're going to have on Dr. Richard Gallagher.
Yes.
So, for those of you that don't know Dr. Richard Gallagher, he's a board-certified psychiatrist. And he works, right alongside with the Catholic Church and a lot of possession and exorcisms.
Yeah.
And he's the world's foremost scientific expert on the subject.
Yeah, he actually traveled the world doing what he does.
Yeah, we're going to talk about his book, Demonic Foes. It talks about, a lot of his experiences. So it's going to be good.
Yes. For sure.
Oh, yeah. So remember to tune in at paranormal411.org/live-show-chat.
That's right. If you come into our live show and chat room, definitely, if you want to call in, we will have the call-in lines open, and we will take call-ins if you have questions for him or anything like that. Definitely call in.
Yes.
Because it is going to be a great show.
Oh, yeah. So, I want to thank everybody for listening. And thank everybody that's going to listen, right?
Yes. Thank everybody that's going to listen to the podcast. Everybody's going to listen on Saturday night.
All right. So we'll see you then. I'm Jason.
Have a good night. And this is David.
And we are Paranormal 411.
Good night.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at Paranormal 411. Join us on the website at paranormal411.org. It's free to sign up and become a member. All of our upcoming shows are on the guest and events page. You can also listen to past shows on the website as well. And if you like the show and want to support us, you can do that by becoming a premium member for only $2 a month. Thanks for listening to Paranormal 411. Join us.